What's up with y'all? What's cracking? What's cracking? This is the KSP in the building. It's your boy OMD-300, and this is the Corner Store Podcast. Welcome to the pod. As you can see, I'm set up to have somebody here with me. What's up with it? We already got somebody on the live. I love it. I love it. Yeah, what's going with it? I think that's Light Slim. Thank you, Slim, for being here. Thank you for coming to the Corner Store Podcast. It's 11:01 Pacific time on the West Coast. And yes, I'm supposed to have a guest today. I'm supposed to have a guest. Now, this is the thing about having guests. You're dealing with human beings, okay? You are dealing with people. You're going to get frustrated when you deal with people. Not that you're going to get upset with them. You tell them a time. You even ask them what would be the good time for you to come. Can you come at this time? Or you ask them. Can you be here, da-da-da? And a lot of times when they're late, they'll give you excuses like, well, I was coming, man. I had perfect time. Then I got off on the wrong exit. Look, let me tell you something. And the other excuse is, I've never been to your area before, all of this other stuff. That's all well and good. Got some fucking bug in here right now. That's all well and good. Always remember this. Always remember this. If you've never been somewhere and you're going there for the first time, come early. That's all. If you know you got to be somewhere at 11 o'clock and you know it's farther from where you normally go, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, I got a chance to use this gun. Hold on. I think I got a fly right here. Hold on. Got his ass. That was nice. This motherfucker, this is a good time to talk. It's a good time to talk about this gun. This is the Shredder from Bug Assault. You can go to bugassault.com. This thing has compressed air in the handle, and it will kill all kind of pests. The only reason why I'm even shooting at these motherfuckers is because I had to leave my studio door kind of open because it's hot today. I don't have no AC in here. And I'm waiting for my guest. I wanted to get him here as early as possible so to still be kind of cool. You know, we could have did this shit at 9 a.m., 10 o'clock, you know, but it's all good. As you can see, he's still not here yet. He said he would be here at, it's 11:03 now. He said he would be here at 11:01. So you can't really trip off of people. People gonna do what they gonna do. They gonna say what they gonna say. Last night we're talking about it. He's so worried. Not really worried, but he's so concerned about, you know, us having some good trees. And he was even kind of hinting at us doing it later on in the afternoon. Hell, it's going to be 97 degrees today. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it as early as possible. We actually could have did it later on in the evening. But see, in the evening, most of my neighbors are here. I like to be loud. Most of these people are gone in the daytime. And I like to play my music. I like to, you know, talk to the guests and really, you know, I don't be wanting to hush people like, yeah, keep it down, until I can get my other studio, which I'm working on as we speak, that's in the heart of an area, especially at night where it wouldn't even be, you know, no trip or daytime actually to make as much noise as you want. But 9 times out of 10, if you're going to have this type of media, you want to be able to kind of talk and play music, or even if it's an artist, have them perform if you want. You know what I'm saying? So without disturbing anybody and also getting the point across, you know what I'm saying? So with that said, getting back to promptness and being on time, it's not a courtesy to somebody to do that. It's not a courtesy. It's just good business to just be on time at all times. Don't stay up too late the next day before you got to do something. And a lot of times when you do this too, not saying that he's saying this because I just met Chef Rob, and that's who the guest is. He's a celebrity chef. Obviously, he's busy. He's a young dude too. You got to take that into consideration. People, and if you notice today, if you're a little older like myself, people just don't consider you. They don't consider themselves, and they don't consider time. People are always late. Always late. They'll blame it on everything. And there's a lot of good reasons to use in California to blame on being late, like traffic and all of that stuff. People rather be late than to be early or to do the things to be early, like get up a little more earlier. Leave a few hours before you got to be there. Find somewhere in the area where you're supposed to be to have lunch or breakfast or whatever, and kind of chill and kick back. You know what I'm saying? This could be very simple, but what the problem is, people be working so hard and doing so much fucking shit that they'll be so fucking tired that they'll try to sleep all the way to the last minute or stay home or be home to the last second before they got to go. And then rush, stressing themselves the fuck out. I learned that a long time ago, especially since California's traffic thing got so fucked up, to not leave late. I always leave early. It's not even the military in me. I tell people that sometimes. I used to be in the military. We always early risers and did shit before It ain't even that. It's more of a convenience to me. Even if I had an appointment at 10 o'clock and I live here in the Valley and I got to go to Long Beach, that's like 50 miles. What sense does it make for me to leave at 8? I know that sounds crazy, but in California, leaving at 8 o'clock to get somewhere that far at 10 on these freeways is stupid. It's dumb. So what you do, believe it or not, you leave at 6 or 7 in the morning. I know that sounds crazy, but you leave that early because there's still going to be traffic out there. By the time you get there, it's 8:30. Find you somewhere to chill. Go to a coffee place, Starbucks, something. Kick it to your appointment, and you could these places I'm talking about that you go chill at, maybe a few blocks. Hell, it might be in the same building you're going to. My point is, don't stress yourself out today. It's a rat race out there. It's always been a rat race, but now it's more of a rat race. And you gotta, and when you make an appointment with somebody, or when you got something popping with somebody, you show up, and you show up on time. We could still chill and smoke and chill and everything and talk about what you want to talk about. But I am not chastising this brother because he's cool as fuck. But I'm just saying, man, just good business to be on time. It just is. If you're on the live, and I see I got 2 people on the live, shout out if you think I'm give me a hell yeah. You can just say that in the chat. Give me a hell yeah if I'm not being unreasonable and that makes sense. I'll wait. Thirsty as fuck. It's getting warm in this motherfucker. But whoever's on the live, I think that was Slim that just said something, and I'm gonna have to go to the chat and find out because actually I can't see the camera from that far away. So, but I do have the ability to see what you're saying by looking right at YouTube itself, if it'll ever come up. And shout out to everybody who came today. I sure appreciate it, man. If that's Slim that just made that comment, I love you, lady. You already know what it is. But in regards to you and I, you're an amazing person, and you've done nothing but been a huge supporter of my channel, of my podcast. It says here they got 2 watching. Let me see here. Yes, it is Slim. And thank you, baby, because you already know what it is. You said, hell yeah. Be on time if you got something to do. Especially, if it was some white people, and let me just be real when it comes to that. You tell me if I'm lying, the people on the chat right now, you tell me if I'm lying. When in regards to black people, because I've had a lot of black people show up late on me. And I've had shows, Slim, that you know of. And I'm talking to everybody on the chat, just not like Slim. Whoever that second person is, shout out to you. Oh, I got 3 people on the chat now. Oh, look at this motherfucker. Look, now here he comes. Look, y'all. Here this motherfucker come right now. He creeps up. What up with it, Chef Rob? What's going, brother? What's going on? Sit on down here, man. Here's your microphone. Don't ever be late again, bro.
They gotta, you know what? First of all, Apple Maps, the Apple Maps, they gotta figure out their shit. They got on top, they got one direction, and then if you look on the bottom, they got a second direction. Which confuses me. Like,
right, it's two freeways.
So
you got to hit the blue. You know what I'm saying? When you hit either one, it'll tell you what time, how long. Yeah. See, this is the thing. Now, coming from Glendale. Shout out to everybody on the live. This is Chef. Let me welcome him properly. This is Chef Rob right here. Celebrity chef. He's done prepared meals for hip hop artists, actors, a bunch of different things. His brother is real cool. He is hailing from the great city in California, Glendale, California.
Well, actually, the Valley, NoHo, the 818.
Oh, he's in North Hollywood. Now, what you doing over there? You getting something?
Yeah, no, I was over there. My girl.
That's what I'm saying. You was getting something.
Yeah, not like that. Yeah. She had to leave for work. That was already around 7 in the morning.
Gotcha.
Nah, but
always remember this.
Yeah.
Whenever you got something to do in this city.
Yes, exactly. You got 1 hour, at least 30, 40 minutes early.
Maybe even earlier than that. I do some wild shit, man. Especially if it's far. Like if you had to go from here to Long Beach, you had to be there at 10 a.m. in the morning. You got to leave.
Good luck. Exactly.
You got to, bro. Exactly. It's just. And I was chastising him. Everybody know you. Okay. I was on your ass, boy.
Oh man, see, I should have known.
Pause. I was on him about that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
That's my apology. That's my
first time to the pod. We welcome, man.
And also, you know what? If they didn't tell me the wrong way, man, I would have been here right before. You know. So I
go ahead. Just hit that, man. Go ahead, hit that.
Yeah, I need that. I need that.
Man,
I appreciate you.
And since you here, we're gonna go and kill this off so people will know.
Right.
On my show, we sample different liquors.
Oh, amazing.
And we went back to vodka this month. This is Halloween month.
Okay.
Halloween month. We got a special edited Corner Store Podcast Halloween episode coming up this weekend. It will be out streaming on the Corner Store Podcast channel. Look for that. Real spooky content. We got a couple that do spiritual and ghost hunts and paranormal shit. They real cool. The girl's I love her. Shout out to Yo, sister Yo. She's wild as hell.
This is on correctly though, right? Like it'll work.
It is not.
You tell me because
it's on. It's on.
Okay.
It's good. Can you hear him, folks? Give me a 10-4 if you hear him.
Give him a 10-4.
How much for the keychains? Light Slim for the keychain for you. I will be sending you a keychain just for you specifically. Go to the Instagram channel that my Corner Store Podcast Instagram channel. Send me your information and I will ship one to you in New York just for you, love. You ain't got to charge. But as far as the other people out there, if you like a Corner Store Podcast keychain or anything like that, shout out at me. Go to Instagram, Corner Store Podcast Instagram page, which starts with a K, Corner Store Podcast. DM me there. Let me know. The keychains are $5. The keychains are $5. Go ahead and order one. I'll get it to you as soon as I can. If you're in California, hell, I'll bring it to you personally.
And show him that love. This is a good man right here. Real good guy. Real solid dude. And I think
this is for you, my boy. This is
Frederick. Shit, here we go.
Lemonade vodka. This shit is the bomb. Man. A lot of people be tripping off the color of this, but brother be like, that color of that bottle.
You can give me anything.
Dumbass shit is that. This shit tastes amazing. I've given this to female and male guests. They've all flipped the fuck out when they've had it. This is for you. The Corner Store Podcast, bro. I appreciate you. No problem. Look, we're doing vodka this much.
This sounds amazing. You know what this would be good with? Like getting some lemonade and then some Baja Blast from,
that would be great.
Taco Bell.
But you're going to trip when you drink it straight.
Straight fire?
The taste is stupid. It's lemonade vodka.
With this. I'm going to see
wait.
It might be a little too early.
Corner store cups if you want to
let's do it right now. And I was like, maybe it's a little too early for us. I'm like, hey, somewhere around the world it's 5 o'clock. So I think we're good.
You know what I'm saying? I don't drink like I used to, so you can partake.
And I actually don't even drink that much, so this is gonna be perfect. I love it.
I love it. Halloween, you and your girl take a sip.
This will be nice.
Welcome to the show, kid.
Thank you. And you know what? My biggest apologies. I was racing here. I'm like, I'm perfect. But that's my luck. I'll be everywhere. I'm like, I'm 20 minutes early. I'm on time, and something happens. A truck goes around sideways in front of me. I had the other day. I was driving in a RV. Was flipped over on the 101, took up 3 lanes, bro.
I don't do the 101.
Bro.
I'll tell you why. The 101 is one of the few freeways in California that have several overpasses.
Oh, and
several overpasses.
Right.
I had bought a few years ago, or was buying a 2016 Hyundai Sonata. Beautiful car. I love the car.
Yeah.
I ain't rich. So
Exactly. Anything is good. Anything.
That shit was clean as fuck. It drove great.
Exactly.
Now I drive SUV, but that's a whole other story. I'm coming to pick up. Now this is your fault, KG Hustle. My son, rapper KG Hustle from fucking Compton. It's your fault. I was going to pick up a flash drive with his fucking music video that I helped put together. And I'm driving. I said, "Fuck it, let me cut through here and go to 101 back home."
Right.
Why'd I do that? I never know. Traffic was free on the thing. It said it was good. Right. Somebody on the western, I think it was the western overpass when you're on the 101. A fucking bar, a metal bar, long as this fucking broom, come flying off the fucking freeway. Oh shit! Like this. I seen it coming like this. It was in front of my car. You saw it coming at you, dude. It was like Final Destination.
That's exactly what that's like. Like I would not.
I swear to God, I thought I was dead because when I saw it. Now look, there's 1,000 cars. We're all going. I'm going 8.
I know, and of course you're the only car that's lined up right.
I said that shit. I said, why me? Why they chose me?
Right.
Why at that time? Why?
God damn.
I racked my brain with that.
Right.
The shit.
And then did it hit?
This is story. God's something else.
Yeah.
I know he real.
Yeah.
When Slim, you've been on my pod since day one. This is episode 79, by the way.
Hey, he's killing this. Hey, he's killing the game. Killing the game.
I talk about God all the time. The pole flips.
Yeah.
The car right there, it hits the ground. Bing! Pow, pow!
Over the car.
Hit the front of the car. Then at the front, then at the hood a little bit. Tipped off and went over my shit.
So it was for sure meant to be, man. That was meant to be.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. I didn't even know how to, because I was going so fast, I didn't get a chance to see what happened to it behind me. I was like, why would it choose? Why would you want? And I knew it was strong.
Right. Oh, a metal bar? That shit was
strong. There's a lot of fucking homeless that live on them fucking overpasses in Hollywood.
Maybe they just tossed that shit over.
They're just nuts, man. They're sitting up there just looking at cars go by at 1,000 miles an hour and something tell them throw the bar.
Unless they're throwing the bar, they're showing their ass or something right off the right up there. You're driving and I'm like, the shit you see that's going on up there is, and while you're driving is crazy. But there definitely something was looking out for you that day, and you're blessed, man. That's amazing.
I still was mad as a motherfucker. Who's this right there? Oh, okay. I think we got 4 in the building. Welcome to the Corner Store Podcast.
Pull up. You know what?
11 o'clock in the morning. That's how we do. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell the people to pull up.
Tell them to pull up, man. You know what I'm saying? We chilling right now.
Let's go.
But the bar dented my shit. The car it drove good and everything. Exactly. But I didn't look at it the same no more. Because it was perfect. Right. Until that happened. Now I'm looking at it like, what the fuck? Similar thing happened here, but not with the bar getting thrown. I got an SUV now, and I started parking in the back. I used to park up on the street because this street has no signs.
Right.
So, but all of a sudden, you move somewhere, and when it's thin, it's nobody doing nothing. All of a sudden, I've been here a while now. Everybody and their mama want to park on the street. When you was out there, you see it was kind of empty.
But be careful, because let me tell you something. I had a you know Dodge Magnums.
Yeah.
So I had a Dodge Magnum SRT8. I saved. My mom gave it to me back. It's they don't make them anymore, but it's basically it's a collector. It was in great condition. It was beautiful, and it was an SRT. That was the Hellcat before Hellcat was even a thing.
Gotcha.
I had it parked on the street, and one day I was asleep, and I hear my girl, "Oh, someone just hit her," because she was working from upstairs, working from home. Because she works from home on Friday.
North Hollywood?
Yeah, and she was like, "Someone just hit her car. Someone just hit her car." And I was like, I didn't even think. The first thing I did was put on my sweats. I didn't have no shirt. It was raining too. I had no shirt, no sock. I ran outside. So these young dudes in the Tesla, they hydroplaned and came and they hit my whip. They hit my whip, pushed into her car. And you have to remember, those cars were heavy. So they pushed my car a good 10 feet. Yeah. So, and then they went over the curb, and then I'm like, oh hell no! And so as I was running, I seen them start trying to take off. So they did. They did a hit and run.
What the?
And
fuck?
I was like, oh hell no! So I saw her car. I was like, let's see if it works. Like like drivable. That car, I'm telling you, was barely drivable. But I'm telling you, I got in there as fast as I could, and I found them. I ended up finding them like 5 streets down, and they try to escape twice. They try to call somebody for help. And that person
to do what?
To basically to get in their car and dip. So they they were on the street waiting, and I saw them because I found them. I said, "All right, you're gonna walk back up here, and you're gonna take care of this."
Yeah.
And they're like, "All right, we'll come." And next thing you know, they're walking across the street. I see them walk back towards the car, and I'm like, "Oh hell!" So I get out the car, and I'm like, "Hell no!" And then that's not happening. You guys are not leaving. And as soon as I said that, they're like, "All right, we're done. We're done." Their chances were up. So finally, I got them back to the car.
Did the police take him to jail for leaving?
They didn't take him to jail. Surprisingly, and
that's hit and run.
It's hit and run, and they said that because they were 17, and I'm like when I was 17, exactly. And I'm like when I was
life would be fun.
Exactly, and when I was 17, I wasn't considered a kid no more. I was told get your shit together.
So many kids, 16, 15,
right,
in adult prisons across the country.
Exactly, it's sad. It's sad. Exactly.
Are they tough enough to stand up to these grown ass men? And they be sometimes when that happens, when a kid that young go to prison, because I've heard stories that they do trial because they kids,
right?
I mean,
right.
But then the kid be like a boss.
Oh, and then they
like a little strong ass 15-year-old.
I've seen scared straight.
A lot of times when they see the kid do that, certain groups of in jail approach them like, yeah, we saw how you handled your business, nigga.
I see.
Come kick it with us.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? And I can see that. Like if you got if you got a little prison gang or whatever, and a little youngster come in and some old nigga try to like, come here, little boy, let me tell you. Let me give it to him. I'll be like, oh yeah, come here, dog.
1, 2.
I saw that. Good shit, my nigga.
Here, ready? Let's do this.
Let's go.
Yo, I got me and my boy Dex right here.
Let's go. Pause it, y'all. Pause. Pull up. Instagram shit real quick.
We gotta pull up. We got everything here. You guys gotta come check us out.
Thank you guys for being here, by the way. I'm gonna ask this brother right now. Give me a list.
Yes.
Of some of the people. I know some of these people you can't tell me that you cook for them.
Right.
NDAs and all that shit.
Exactly.
Give me a soft list of some of the people that you've cooked for that we might know.
The one name I could give out for sure is K Camp. I've cooked for K Camp.
Okay.
I was living in Vegas for a while, and I cooked for him, and I delivered at Mandalay Bay to him.
Okay.
There's some UFC fighters. Those I couldn't exactly say because there's like you said agreements.
Yeah.
But I'm talking some real deal UFC fighters. I'm talking some of the big name ones.
All right. And
maybe I could give a clue. He don't fight right now, but when he did, he had cornrows. And I think he's Puerto Rican. So that's all maybe I can say enough right there. But
you can't say his name.
Let's just say it starts with a J, ends with an M.
J-M.
Yeah. I know. It's hard.
Yeah. What about hip hop artists?
It's like I've cooked for. So I cooked for some producers. I've cooked for some.
Anybody you can tell?
Let's say a lot of the producers were also in Vegas. Vegas was very, very good to me. I was able to cook for a lot of people.
Did you make your name there?
That's where I started. I had lived here. Me and my girl moved there for 3 years, and that's when it really got popping off. The main thing I did though was when I wasn't working at my real job, like my 9-to-5 job, which was a dispensary job.
Yeah.
On the weekends, I would say, hey, who wants a plate? And I would just bust down meal after meal after meal. and then come and deliver on Friday and on my off days.
That was in the LV?
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I had people ordering 12, 15 meals, and thank God,
been tough, man. I've been there. I've stayed in a lot of the hotels out there.
Yeah.
And a lot of those rooms are hard to get to from the fucking
The rooms are hard. It's really hard. So, and a lot of times they don't let you. A lot of times they're like,
you'll come in with the stuff and they'll be like, you can't go up.
Exactly.
Why?
So remember when that whole shooting thing happened?
Okay.
That changed a lot of things.
That makes sense because they don't know what the fuck you're doing.
For a while, you even had to have a card just to get in an elevator.
Wow.
So you had to slide your card in just to get into the elevator and then take it back out.
So when you brought pre-made meals for anyone or any artist or any business person in Vegas, if they were in a suite,
they would have to either.
Did you always have to meet them in the lobby?
No, most of the time. I'm good at just, laying low. I just lay low.
Wait for the opportunity.
Yeah, and then just walk in and then boom, perfect.
That's crazy.
Sometimes
you running a business, you gotta do all that shit.
I know. Sometimes I'll walk down and say like he's with me. Like there was a K Camps. He's a promoter. Over there, PB. I know Pretty Boy. I'll shout Pretty Boy out. He's a promoter in Vegas. He does all kind of promotions for Party, for Juicy J, and all that. And he had to come down and he's like, he's with me, blah, blah, blah. And then I came up to his room and then, from there on out, we went over the meals, smoked a little bit, but.
Can you give us a little hint on some of the menus? Are these people eating healthy?
Some people,
or they just killing burgers and shit?
So I'll give it to him. So that gentleman eats mad healthy. He's very healthy. Most people, when I'm doing meal preps, they're healthy. Gotcha. But when I'm doing parties or something, and especially like I'll do like a seafood boil. And that's I'll bring a huge platter and it's no biggie. But when I go do meal preps, even just regular customers, I work with everybody. Like I work with anybody and everybody. So like even my homies or buddies or friends that are or people I meet on the street, I let them know how I do my meal preps. They usually are a little bit healthier because they have a goal in mind, And I send a Gmail document. I say, what's your goal? What do you like? What can't you eat? What can you eat?
So you have a website.
I have my page, but I have my Gmail paper. So basically, when we go through it, you can fill out how many meals you want, how many, basically what you like to eat, what you don't like to eat, what you can't eat, what you have to stay away from, allergies, everything. They fill it out. Then it comes back to me, and then we basically make your own custom meal prep plan.
Wow. Can that go from one meal to, like, say they're doing a party to up to 1,000? Have you ever? What's the biggest?
The most meals I've ever done was
at one time
16 meals. 16 meals. And you have to remember, I don't have a kitchen. I don't have a major
So these
kitchen.
are small parties. These are parties.
The parties are different. So the meal preps that was the most meal preps I've done.
Okay. Dietary. I got it. They create. So you're just like some of these meal preps.
So I do it all.
Okay, so there's applications out there.
Yes.
That have a meal prep.
Exactly. So
right.
For instance, let's just say I'm not going to name it because I feel like they're my competition, but
I was going to. I was thinking of one that I was thinking of. I was going to do
We'll just say Factor. It's called Factor.
Oh, that's the one I was going to do.
Yes.
$150.
Yes.
You get the meal. And you get the 3 extra
and you have to cook it.
Well, no, you got to mic it. That's it.
Okay.
You got it. It's already prepared.
There's one brand though where it comes and they say, it's only 10 minutes and you cook it.
Matter of fact, you can do I'm pretty sure his is fresh. For those who don't know, his meals are just like that, but they are freshly prepared meals. Yep, and they're also microwavable as well as you can put them in the oven.
Right.
Now that's important because a lot of people don't want to do the radiation. prepping their meal, especially if it's a healthy meal. It don't make no fucking sense to do that. So
exactly, that's 100%. And everything I use, all the stuff I use is sometimes some people want all organic, some people want all keto.
You can't put that in a microwave.
Exactly. So what I do is and I noticed a lot of these meal companies, or just even people doing what I'm doing, they'll present it to you in styrofoam. And I'm big on not doing styrofoam.
I got
because
that.
One, the sauce is leaking out the side when you get it.
That's true.
You open it, it's a mess. It breaks, it rips, it bends. So what I do is I use those expensive plastic. Yeah, so I go a long way for my people. I use the plastic ones. I make sure
you clients you got going with this one.
It's actually a good amount of people. I like to say, I'm not just for like celebrities. I like to cook for anybody and everybody.
Totally get that.
Yeah,
I totally get it.
I will cook for anybody and everybody, whoever, as long
especially if you need it. If you're obese and you're trying to change it.
That's big. That's huge.
Let's talk about your other business.
Yes.
The weed.
The cannabis. The cannabis.
That had a part of that. Is Jordan a part of that, or is that just a company?
Hardin is at Hardin. Shout out to Hardin.
Jay is silent.
Yeah, Jay is silent. Jay is silent.
Let me do it like this. Hardin.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go. Hardin.
What they did is they're actually a cannabis company that I worked for. My girlfriend worked for. She was a manager there. They're one of the best. They are the best cannabis company in Vegas. But I'm no longer there because I'm here. But it's always love with them.
You have a deal. You have a thing where you do weed infused. Cuisine.
So exactly. So what I do is I do medicated meals. So you could get a salmon. And next thing you know, you're eating the salmon, you're eating the asparagus.
And weed is in it.
And yep. And before you know it, you are feeling really good. And
y'all hear that, right? That's some badass shit right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Weed food. Now, as you can see, I got weed in my hand right now. For a motherfucker like me to hear that.
Exactly.
That's like Steve Harvey when them guys came on his show and said, "Yeah, that's chicken filled with mac and cheese." And then nigga said, "Boy, shut up." That's what I'm saying right now. Just imagine that. You got some great southern fried soft chicken and it has weed oregano.
Oh my God, damn.
Weed oregano. That is a thing. If y'all didn't know that, weed oregano. It's like oregano flakes with marijuana in it as well.
Yup, they do have that. And they got amazing tea, they got everything. I'm trying to get us up on here so people know.
THC ain't nothing wrong with smoking marijuana.
Not at all.
There's nothing wrong with taking infused marijuana jelly donuts. Yes, they have that too. They got weed jelly. Oh, matter of fact, if you haven't seen the season 2 of Tulsa King starring Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, Tulsa King is fire.
It's fucking great. Now, this guy, and for the story, I want to just go ahead.
Right.
We'll talk about it real quick so get you guys going. Season 1 is the story of Sylvester Stallone, an old Italian mobster being released from jail after 25 years. He goes back to his family. He goes back to his mob family, who welcomes him with open arms, only to tell him that you are being cast down to Tulsa, Oklahoma, basically saying that they're going to go ahead and just get him out of here. They're banishing him because they don't want to actually own up to the fact that he did 25-year bid for them.
Right, exactly.
So what they said was, go down there in Tulsa. Tulsa's wide open. And they also had the nerve to say, remember, your tribute is $25,000 a month. They had the nerve to cast this man out and tell him he still owed the family after he just got out of jail.
Exactly. After he did that.
Obviously, what do you think he did? Of course he goes to Tulsa. But he goes down there and he plants his fucking flag himself. And marijuana is a big part of him planting that flag down there because in Oklahoma, believe it or not, the marijuana rules and regulations are even more lax than California.
Yeah, facts. Oklahoma's here.
They grow it down there. They got a lot of farmers who were growing other like soybeans and and tobacco, all kind of shit down in Oklahoma have stopped doing that and started growing marijuana.
Exactly.
And there's an Indian, and there's a lot of tribal land in Oklahoma. A lot of people don't know that.
Right.
And there's an Indian in the show. He's a big man. He's got about, he said 10,000 acres.
Yeah, he does.
And he was growing a lot of it down there, but he was making jelly too. And Sylvester Stallone didn't even realize he was eating that marijuana-infused jelly. And he says, "You've been eating some of it right there." And he says, "No wonder I feel so fucking good." That shit was fucking great. It's a great show. So
you gotta watch that shit.
Watch Tulsa King. The new season will be coming up real soon.
Yeah, but I busted through that first season. I'm like, damn, I'm like, I need another. Do you mind if I roll right here? All right,
here's the tray all day.
All right, brother.
Leave some if you don't mind.
I got you, brother.
Now, I'm glad to have him here. Now, I wanted to ask you this, and I didn't want to embarrass you.
Right.
Fucking, make you feel uncomfortable. What is your nationality?
So, like I say to everybody, I mean, I grew up out here. I'm not. There's no such thing as being an American. Sure. Nobody's an American. The real Americans are natives and the Hispanics. That's to me, So I always say that. But I was born in Switzerland, actually. Okay. And that's it.
You're Swiss?
Swiss, yeah, Swiss.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
When you see him on the street, you think Hispanic. And if he's not Hispanic, you're going to think some type of Middle Eastern. Oh, man. Or UAE or something like that. That's funny. But being that you are from Switzerland, which threw me the fuck off. Right. It really threw me off. Right. I want to ask your opinion about what's going on out there in the Middle East.
Well, to be honest, so
you Jewish?
So no, I'm atheist. I'm not atheist. I believe in myself. Actually, that's what I say. Well, I believe in myself. That's a good one. Oh, you like that?
Honest. At least honest. Yeah. I actually believe there's something higher than myself.
Exactly. Exactly what you're saying.
Everybody's got their opinion.
What I'm saying is it's not a conceited thing. I'm saying as like, I believe in. I got something that I want to do. My plan. I have a goal in life, and that's kind of what I do. I'm sure there's something out there, but when someone asks me, I say
you don't worry about, to you, as far as you're concerned, the deity or the energy or whatever people consider that created you. You don't worry about him. You just go forth in life and try to do what
I try to do. Yeah, I try to be good, a good person,
I get that.
And then
you sound typical like our young people today because I want to say this for the simple fact. This is no chastisement or nothing. You do and believe what you believe. I think a man should have his own vindications and what he believes, what he's prescribing, how he want to walk in life. Right. You stand on that. Right. Aries Spears, comedian Aries Spears, he don't believe in God. Right. Now his breakdown of it is all the shit that happens on earth. Why would God let that happen? All the stuff that happens to black people. You gotta think about that happen. Yeah, I thought about it. And I can rebut the shit. I don't know if he'd like my rebuttal. Because if you really truly understand the Bible, these things were supposed to happen. I see. Now, I'm gonna give you. Now, let me take him to church for about 15 minutes, and we'll get off of it.
Take me to church, brother. Take me to church. I'm ready.
I want people to understand that God is not powerless here, but He gave a particular entity control over this place. Right. If you didn't realize this, and you ask yourself sometimes, you hear about a baby getting killed or something, I'm going to really listen to this. Yeah. And all of the negative things that go on here. The war. Right. The Israelis killing babies and shooting up. I mean, let's think about that. That's a lot of negative shit, right? That's true. So who do you think has power over this world and let all this chaos happen? If there cannot be one without the other. If there's a God, there is a Satan. Meaning, if you can't believe in one. Look, it's all there in the Bible, man. Right. And I don't even believe in the King James version of the Bible because it was written by King James.
Right. So what you're saying is that the devil
gave him dominion to this place. Satan has dominion over this place until Jesus come back. That's the whole story. That's it.
No, see, I've never heard of it like that.
It's the truth. For Aries Spears to say, "Oh, well, God let all this stuff happen." God didn't let that happen. He gave you a choice as a man. Right. There's only two choices you have in life.
Right.
Do good or do evil.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
So a lot of people choose Satan because it's easier to get rich and do fucked up shit.
I see what you're saying.
And be swayed by him.
Right.
You know people, I know you know somebody that went to jail that did something in 10 minutes that ended up putting them in jail for 15 years, and then they sitting in jail going like, man, why the fuck did I do that?
Right.
Real possession. Real possession. Not these movies that they that's what they had you thinking that, oh, the devil and your eyes turn black. Now there are cases of that.
For sure.
The rare cases, and for whatever reason, the entity or whatever decided to get in somebody. That's the only reason why we have those movies.
Exactly.
So real possession is when an evil spirit take over you for a second. Out here on the fucking street, motherfucker, man, you'll cut me off. And they go out there and start chunking them.
And you literally,
now, when motherfuckers start chunking them like that over some car shit, that's manipulation.
Right.
Some made you do that.
Exactly.
They'll both be in jail if they get caught fighting in the street. Mutual combatants going, how the fuck did I let that
get to me? Exactly.
It's manipulation of him. That's because a lot of people don't walk in Christ.
Right.
If you walk in Christ and you know he's there for you,
right?
You know what I'm saying, and you really give up to him, all this shit to be happening around you, you kind of let it brush off you. But be still a human and be mad about it and all that. But you're not gonna react as much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you understand that. I've seen people get flipped off and they just look at you like whatever.
I smile.
Because they understand. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
And then some people that don't like that happening by you being calm and not reacting.
They get more mad.
They get more mad because guess who told them to? It's something in their head going, that motherfucker, he didn't even take you serious.
He's trying to get at me.
Right. That's the reason why these crazy things and death and shootings. A dude is sitting at home and he got 10 guns on his bed.
Right.
And he's just like this.
Right.
He's just like this.
Right. Like
what do you think he's listening to? He ain't listening to no iPod.
Slipknot.
He ain't got no iPod on. He just going like this. And then all of a sudden he just get up and pack those guns up and go to a school and kill motherfuckers. Something's talking to this motherfucker.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm trying to tell you, that it is real spiritual warfare going on out there.
Right.
People don't take. And like yourself, okay, I'm taking a position. I don't really believe it's one. Right. That's fine. You can rock like that.
Right.
But understand that it truly is something that created all that you foresee, the air that you breathe, everything. But he is not going to intervene unless you ask him
or act upon it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You can walk through lifetime on, I did this, I did that, I did this. But in actuality, anything that's good that's happened to you, as well as bad,
for a reason. Happened for a reason.
So saith the Lord. That's how it go.
Exactly.
And when you want something to happen good in your life, you have to pray for it.
Right.
And he's only, it says in the Bible, I ain't going to come to you unless you call me.
Right.
Because you living in a world, a sinful world, that I decree to be so. When Jesus died on the cross, guess what God was going to do? That's why there was that big flood and the crack in the ground and all that. He was going to tear this shit up. Jesus said, nah.
Yeah, he said,
don't do that.
Right.
They know not what they do.
Right.
I'll die for them.
Wow.
So the world will not be fucked up again.
Right.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Church over.
He took me and your eyes to church.
I'm just keeping it real. I hope everybody that heard that was feeling that and shit.
But
like Slim, I know if you sitting there and you heard that, I know, give me a thumbs up and an amen. So,
but you're definitely right. But like you said, Switzerland actually, for the population, we have the most immigrants in the whole world.
I heard the Swiss people are real welcoming to people. I know that. Don't get it twisted. I know for a fact that it can be little racist over there too.
Well, that's
anywhere you go, you can have that.
See, that's a misconception. That my girl is black, and
I know that they live a better life. In Dutch.
And it's funny that you say that because her grandma was like a little nervous. She's like, oh, is it gonna be racist out there? I heard
in America?
No, in Switzerland, and because she came to visit me.
And it was great, huh?
And she's like, I've never seen so many black people, even in LA.
I feel, it's like that in Germany.
Right.
There's a lot of black people in Germany. Because Germans.
Well, Swiss and German.
I lived there.
Oh, really?
I lived in Germany when I was in the Army.
Oh, that's amazing.
I lived there in the 90s.
Right.
it's even more mixed.
Exactly,
today.
exactly. You see,
know what I'm
the
saying?
Germans look a little bit down, almost down on
Did you see
Swiss.
the German soccer team, female soccer team? A lot of sisters on there, a lot. It's in the German basketball team, brothers on that motherfucker.
Yeah, Dennis Schroeder. Yeah, Dennis Schroeder.
Right, but he's from Africa.
Yeah.
The ones that light skinned, those are they call war. Look, when I was in the service, if you had sex with a German girl, got her pregnant, and you had a baby, they call her a war baby. Even though we're not in a conflict or anything like that, because you're a soldier, they'll call it a war baby.
That's funny. That's so funny.
I dated a girl who had one over there named Ziggy. She was a bodybuilder.
Right. Oh, wow.
Lee Haney.
Oh, God damn. The Lee Haney.
The motherfucking 18th time.
You're right.
She had pictures in her apartment of him and signatures and pictures of her with him.
Shit.
And Ziggy was in shape.
Right.
At the time, I was too.
Right.
That's how she fucking with me in the club. Right. There's a club called Castle of the World in a city called Kassel. Kassel.
I like that. Yeah.
And the World was created by this black sergeant. He used to be in the military. He retired, came back to Germany, opened that club.
Right.
He called it the World specifically because if you remember, when soldiers get in the military, you got that like 2-3 year hitch, and you go overseas. They say, well, how long you got over here, man? I got 300 some days till I get back to the world. So that's why he called the club the world. Because everybody, if you overseas anywhere, Korea, whatever, they call going back to America, going to the world.
That makes sense. You
know what I'm saying? So I always loved the idea of him naming that club that, because it was like you could get away. You feel like
exactly.
In Germany.
Right.
The DJ was spinning that shit, dope and shit. We was in there like, man, this kind of feel like
this kind of feels like home.
Exactly. And so all the German girls would come, because they knew we came there. Turkish motherfuckers that would come too. They knife wielded ass.
Oh yeah,
that could be cut up, got his hand all sliced, fighting them up. So it was like being back at the crib, kind of.
Right. That's funny.
So hey, you know damn well, motherfucker.
Lavender.
Let's go, man.
Always put lavender in your joints.
Now, I don't know what the heck, where he goes and gets his shit. So I'm gonna throw this in there, even though they're not been.
I'm gonna leave this for you. This is for you. Just throw this in. Everything you smoke. Even though this place ain't been showing me all the love I deserve. Shout out to HPRC Herbal Pain Relief Center right there. And West Hills on Chatsworth and Sepulveda. Okay.
It's right by the 118 entrance freeway right there in Del Taco. Some of they bud tenders be acting weird toward me, even though Texas, who's like assistant manager, said, bro, whenever you come in here, even if we're not here, they supposed to try to give you some product.
I was gonna infuse this, but I don't think you want me to infuse this, huh?
Smoke that shit, man.
You don't want to infuse it?
You ain't trying to get me crazy.
Yeah.
Who is this right here?
Shit.
Mark Amanavo. Who is that?
Amanov. That's the homie.
Oh, that's the homie?
Mark. Yeah, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Yes, sir.
What's up with you, boy?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Corner Store Podcast, man. We've been chopping it up about a little bit of everything. So far. The Palestine.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Whoever on here right now, give me your opinion of that. Now, if you're not really in the know about that situation,
to me,
we're talking about 75 years of occupation by an outside entity that took the
think about it, that was their land.
That was Palestine for thousands of years.
And what I don't like is how a lot of the American people, they protect Israel and say like, oh my God, this just happened in Israel.
Don't, man. I'm gonna tell you something. Don't put that on American citizens.
No, not the
American government.
Not the
American hidden government.
No, but the citizens, there are citizens out there
citizens that support it because they think they're supposed to.
I get that. I get that. Yeah.
Citizens have no control over that shit. Now they just pledged, and I just saw this today. Shout out to the Shade Room. They just pledged $170 million to the Israelis. To help them in their fight, a so-called fight, against the Palestinians. The Palestinians, they don't have no fucking army. Motherfucking, you know who Hezbollah is, right? Hezbollah is the Muslim group from Lebanon. Do you know a Lebanese fucking hospital was hit by rockets?
They're
not even in it.
Exactly.
And guess who tried to blame that on Hamas?
Right.
The Israelis. The Israelis know damn well they're the ones doing that. See, what's happening is.
And when I said to you,
let me get this out. I love you. You the guest. You talk as much as you want, but I got to get this out. They're trying to start World War III, man. And I'm going to prove it. Hamas is not a part of Palestine. Hamas was funded. Let me say this again. Hamas was funded by the Israeli government. You could go look. It's been said on TV and everything, but they hide that shit. Okay. Hezbollah, that really is a Muslim group from Lebanon. Israel just fired them rockets arbitrarily into that hospital and killed about 200 people, and then said that the rockets came from the Hamas side of Palestine, or the Gaza side of the West Bank, which is a total and complete fucking lie.
Right.
Every fucking country in that area, from Jordan to Egypt and then Lebanon, and especially Iran, is fucking pissed. That's why there's 2 aircraft carriers that then pulled up in the Mediterranean Sea. America flexing their muscle again for Israel.
Right.
Because they know Israel got all these rocket batteries and all of them fucking artillery pieces that you saw firing the other day. I worked on them. Those are 109 Alpha 2s. I'm an artillery man. Those are all American made fucking artillery. Israel don't have no army. They got an army that was given to them, bought and sold by the Americans government. Okay. The Israel was created by Roosevelt. 1948, right after the World War. They ain't had nowhere to go. All of the Jews that was kicked out of why didn't European countries like Switzerland or Italy or even Germany, the country that had killed 6 million of them, why didn't they accept the Jews into their country? Why did they have to flee to go to the Middle East from Northern Europe? I never could understand that.
Right.
Y'all was supposedly the most, at that time, the most fucked up over people in the world.
Right.
You had just lost 6 million of your brethren. And nobody in Europe wanted to accept y'all? I find that strange. That you had to go to a land of poor Arabs that was living off the land in the desert, and because you felt like, fuck that, they too fucking primitive. Right. They live too primitively. There's a whole bunch of land because they live that way. Y'all say, now fuck that. We could build buildings and cities and bullshit around this shit. And take that from them. Nobody ain't gonna mind. Well, guess what? Motherfuckers minded that shit. That's why there's been war off and on there for over 75 years.
Exactly. And that's why what I was saying to telling you is, it's not necessary. Like when I say the people, I'm talking about like when you go around regular people and ask them about something, they'll be like, yeah, supportive of Israel. But the thing is, when something happens to Palestine, it's fine, it's no biggie. But when it happens to Israel, oh my God, terrorists, right? Terrorists. But so you're telling me killing Palestinians is all right? Like, and I always heard it was a code: never females and children, never. Ever, no matter in gangs, in cartel, in anything, it's never women. Old people, kids, and females. But for some reason, it gets looked over. And,
you're absolutely right.
And then when you come home, all you hear is, "Oh my God, this happened to Israel. This happened to Israel." You never hear, "Damn, this just happened to Palestine. This just happened to Palestine." They're not getting money. Nobody's giving them help. Nothing.
And if we got into any war, any conflict,
hit this, brother.
We got into any war, any conflict, right? Who gonna go over there and fight for all these rich people that's behind the scenes making this shit happen?
Exactly.
19 to 20-year-old young men from fucking impoverished areas here in America gonna have to suit up and learn how to shoot for their fucking evil ass interests all over the world. And that goes for the people over in these other countries too. The young people end up being the ones fighting.
Exactly. And then they're risking their lives.
And then they come back after reports of all this shit on the news about the war and people spitting at them, calling them baby killer back over here, just like in Vietnam. What kind of shit is that, man? You fight for this country, you come back, people want to spit throw doo-doo at you and shit, and you dying, your leg missing and shit, you getting feces thrown on your uniform.
Shit is crazy.
Man, this world, see.
How is that with the lavender? How is that with the lavender? You
ridiculous.
Like
I tasted it. The shit made me go like this.
I know. I'm like,
now check it. Check this out. We wilding out now. We getting high. I'm about to roll some more too. I got blunts. Like, you want a blunt? You want to roll a Swisher? I got a Swisher right here.
I'm a joint. To be honest, I'm a joint guy. To be honest,
you a joint guy? You don't do.
But I'll smoke a Swisher.
Let's go here.
Yeah, let's do it.
The fuck.
Woo, this shit fire.
Fire in the motherfucker. Hold on.
This
that shit good, eh? Watch, hey.
God,
in a pink bottle don't mean shit.
God damn, that shit be hitting.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. And I like this right here.
Want some water? Yo, y'all got water.
I got
a cold water.
I'll go grab it for you.
No problem. You bring that bucket over here to bust that open.
All right, bet.
We're in the building. We're in the back of the store. That's what we do all day. You know what I'm saying? And the homie said lavender. I see you on the chart, on the chat. Your boy said lavender.
Yes, sir. We smoking that lavender. Exactly.
This might be a long podcast today, y'all. This might be a long one.
We might be smoking a lot. We got some real fire. We got
oh my God, that's it.
Kush Company. We got Nature's Chemistry.
He brought a whole honor roll of weed.
Yes, sir. This is a grower circle.
He ain't realized I'm a motherfucking smoker.
Let's go. Hey, you and me both, brother.
Let's get it.
We got ice cream cake times animal mints. We got Ghost Train Haze. We got this Bear Claw, which is insane. The Ghost Kush Company.
Yeah.
Here you go, crazy here.
Damn. What is it? This weed, look, weed is falling all on you. It's weed attaching to my skin.
Look at those nugs.
Holy shit. What is this? That's the top.
Look at that thing.
Oh my goodness. Let me show y'all this. This is courtesy of my bro. I don't know where he gets this from.
I gotta take it out to show that big nug.
Show the nug. But like I said, shout out to Herbal Pain Relief Center. Even though you guys didn't provide today's marijuana.
Yes.
The marijuana that I did get was from Los Angeles, and it's called True Gas. That True Gas marijuana dispensary is on Florence and Normandy.
Yeah.
On the corner of Florence and Normandy. They're open 2-4. You heard me, 2-4.
Wow, that's lit. That's lit.
You can go around there and handle that. It's in the cut. It's in the cut. It's in the cut.
See, and that's what I miss about Vegas if you want something good to eat, you want to smoke. You want to smoke, but at any time you could be at 4 a.m. Yeah. You could go get good food. You could go get smoke.
Because really, there's very few out here that be like that.
Bro, it's like yeah. Or like at 2 o'clock, I'll be like, damn, I need wraps or I need this real quick. And I'm like, everything is fucking closed. I'm like, it is really.
But going to LA, making that 30-minute trip to LA, you can get that. See, there's shops out there that don't play by the rules all the way. So you can get more fire. Like I got 14 grams for $50.
Oh, okay.
Both of those bags were 7 grammers.
You know, if you go to Jungle Boys, you could get their Jungle Boy flavor. You know, Jungle Boys is fire, right?
Yeah.
You could get.
I love cookies. See, that's expensive.
That is. But you could get 10 grams for only $40 of Jungle Boys.
That's pretty good.
The nugs are the smaller nugs, but if you're rolling it up, hey, who cares what size?
That's all it means.
And bro, I'm smoking Jungle Boys.
Fire like
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that shit's gas.
We getting failed in that.
And if you think about it, you get 10 grams for $40. The nugs are small. You're gonna smoke it anyway. And I'm smoking Jungle Boys.
Let me ask y'all something. If we turned this into a listening party of beats,
oh shit!
How would y'all like that? I can close the corner store door. It ain't that hot in here to you, is it?
No,
I was leaving that open to get air, and we could close that all the way, and we could play some beats. If y'all like beats. Best city. Oh, he said best city. I don't know who. Your boy said best city.
Mark.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
Hey, Mark is in the building. You know what I'm saying? I love it, man. Hey, Light Slim, you still here with me? New York is in the building. Shout out Light Slim. Let them know where you're from.
And yeah, man. I mean, shit. Well, I mean, also
New York is in the building.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, she's one of my first podcasts. Listeners, and she's been with me since episode 1 when I was on a whole nother channel. There she go right there. She said
I'm here. There she is. Hello.
That's my baby right there.
Welcome in.
Shout out to you, and I hope my girl Sonya ain't here. Don't take me saying she's my baby the wrong way. See, I hope she don't think it like that. Because you know, I can feel that heat coming in. I might as well close this door. So we keep the few little bit of cool air we got in here.
Man, we smoking pretty heavy over here, brother.
Yeah, for sure. That's what it's all about.
Oh man, but
So thank y'all for coming to the podcast today. You see, I got the, you know what I'm saying, the what's the name of this motherfucker?
Shit, Rugrats. Yeah. Almost forgot.
You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all being here. Brooklyn, New York in the building. Stand up. Brooklyn, New York. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
See, shout out to Rob here. He can drop quick freestyle. Your boy asked you to spit fire, bro.
God damn. What's going on? What did he say?
Wait a minute. I didn't know he got bars, bro.
No, I'm dyslexic. I don't know.
You got bars, my guy? Oh, shit. Hold on. I got to find some beats.
Yo, you gonna put me on blast, huh?
You know what I'm saying? You want to hear one of my songs?
Yeah, I love your song. The one you played, the OG. Was it called OG or something?
Well, now the album is called OG Vibe.
What you played for me at the store the other day was fire. Also, by the way, like this all came because I met you at a store, right?
Yeah, liquor store in the neighborhood.
And that just shows you people like don't ever be afraid to talk. Like and don't be afraid to talk to people. Like when you don't talk and when you don't use your voice and meet people, you be missing out on a lot of stuff. I'm telling you, like the more and more you talk and the more you're not afraid to step out of your shell, good things can happen. Like good things can come up and things that you would never even imagine. Like if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be sitting right here, and I would have never met you.
Real.
And you a good ass dude.
I wouldn't be learning about all the products and stuff you doing.
Appreciate you.
He's probably gonna end up being my chef.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's important.
I'll be your man.
Corner Store Media is gonna be
on God
an entity as well as
we can even do a corner store get together. We can have people come over and I'll be making.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Because one day my studio will not be here. It'll be somewhere else.
Shit, exactly.
You'll be perfect.
We'll be making
so with that said, I want to do one of my joints real quick. I appreciate y'all. I've played stuff on my music before on the pod as an intro. This song is called 50 Feet, and it's basically telling a female, look, sometimes when you have it good, you need to shut your ass up.
I need 50 feet away from you.
Sometimes. Give me 50 Feet by me, OMD, DexterDavis. My bad, I'm sorry.
I like that. Did you have someone come in and do that? Huh? Did you have someone come in and do that?
I went to the studio in LA. Pack your bags, shorty. Get out the room. Mad quantities I consume. I'm drinking, and the nigga just trying to smoke. I'm getting so mad, I'm about to choke. But no, I don't abuse chicks. Even that one I love chick. Your fucking ass tripping. Understand loose lips sink ships, bitch. Look, I'm trying to fucking talk to you.
I like that.
You over here tripping, lady. You been out here tripping lately. All I want to do is just love on you. Lay you down, love on you.
Oh, let's go. That's a hard ass one.
Everything you out here fucking lazy. I don't understand. I'm the fucking man. I be making motherfucking stacking grand. Yeah. They be tripping, no. I know one thing, I don't take no more. Give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude.
Oh, like that good show,
give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude. Give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude.
I didn't even realize you were saying that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
so hard. Rings and all the jewelry.
Yeah.
Taking your car, then it's coming back to me. The condo in Miami Beach, nah, you can forget that. Sell that shit. I'm I'm trying to get my money back, cause you're a hard risk. And I don't wanna do this fucking shit no more, for sure. I'm leaving you. Nah, bitch, you ain't my fucking boo. So pack it back, girl. Get out of my world. You used to be my diamond, my shining pearl. Yeah. But now your ass about to lose. Oh, by the way, leave them Prada shoes.
Let her know. Y'all gotta hear that again.
Give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude. Give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude.
Bro, that bar you hit, you gotta run that back. You can run that back for me?
Yeah, I can.
If the child
don't mind hearing that one more time, because he want to hear it
because
one more
you gotta
time.
hear the bars that was in that. Like, bro, you had bars.
I'm an old dude, man, but I still love this hip hop shit, man. I love this shit,
and
bro.
if you take a look at you real quick, and then you hear yourself, like it's complete. You would never imagine. Like I look and I'm thinking East Coast, like real, like you coming in hot, but then you come with like a West Coast sound, a flow,
I'm a big lover of East Coast hip hop,
right?
So I wanted to try to combine
right.
East Coast feel. Because I pay homage to them, dude. They started that shit.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Eric B and Rakim, changed my life. Rakim changed my life. I think he's the greatest rapper of all time.
You think so?
Because look, I'm gonna tell you why.
Wow. Yeah. Tell me.
Before that album came out, Eric B for President.
Yeah.
People used to just rap one way. I used to downtown, up in the street. 5 to 6.
Hi, Sugar Hill Gang.
When he came, it's been a long time.
But I
shouldn't have rapped you without a strong rhyme. He changed cadence. He made cadence. He said, how many words can you put in a bar at 16 bars and make that shit make sense? So every rapper after that, like Mobb Deep, you know what I'm saying? We go. Survival of the Fittest. If you ever heard Survival of the Fittest, that's one of the infamous Mobb Deep album, one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time, I think. It's in my top 5 because the shit they talked about and the beats and the production it was dope as fuck. It's one of the greatest records ever. So, you know what I'm saying? I consider The Chronic one of those type of records because West Coast lyrically, niggas was giving it to niggas on them records.
Oh yeah,
they was coming up with some bars talking about shit about California, and it was dope as fuck. Another rapper who I give his flowers, nobody really probably put them on their top 10 is Young Jeezy, who is Jeezy now, and I tell you why. How many motherfuckers rap about cocaine?
Jeezy in your top 10?
Yeah, you know why? Now I'm finna tell you.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm just wondering.
Now, everybody like, damn. Jeezy in your top 10 lyrics? I'll tell you why. Every album he's ever done, what does he talk about? Cocaine. How many motherfuckers talk about the same subject in every album? All the songs is dope.
And they still here.
Come on. I thought about that. I was like, this nigga talk about cocaine in every song and selling drugs in every song. And every song be the same subject matter, but the shit be hard in the motherfucker.
Right.
You can't front.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Another nigga that's lyrically dope, but we don't really know if he really...
All right, give me your top 5 right now. Top
5 rappers all time.
And not lyrically, not anything, just all together.
The guys that I like.
Yeah, all together.
My top 5, the greatest rappers to me is Rakim.
Okay.
Nas. J. Cole. I gotta give it to you, Cole. Your lyrics is ridiculous.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar and Eminem.
Oh, I like that one.
That's my top 5 right there. Rakim.
That's interesting.
Nas.
Right.
J. Cole. Right. Kendrick Lamar. And Eminem.
Damn, I like that.
That's my niggas right there. Those are the best rappers I've ever heard in my life. And then the next 5, will be niggas like Jay and Big.
Right. Then too many Tupac.
Corrupt is my top 10. Corrupt is one of the dopest. He's from Philadelphia. He was born there, but he was raised in the West Coast. And that motherfucker was ridiculous. But in that song, New York, New York.
Oh, that shit was hard. Yeah.
In that verse where he said he lines up all them MCs, he did that night in New York. He actually served 100 MCs that night. You wouldn't be able to put that in a line if it didn't really happen.
If it didn't really happen, because then they would have called your ass out.
That motherfucker lyric, I'm the Incredible.
See, but to me, they say, a lot of people say Big L, but like, he didn't have enough stuff to me to be considered.
I'll give you one line on that New York, New York. I'm the Incredible. You can't see me like me see. That's all I'm gonna say.
There you go.
Denise Williams did a song called You know, you can't see me. It's something, and he threw that in that fucking verse. Corrupt one of the dopest ever do it. It's that simple. And you know, and some dudes. Oh yeah, another rapper that didn't get his chance to really shine was Dre signed him. He was with Dre early on. A fucking God, I know his goddamn name. I can't believe I'm losing this dude's name. His voice is fucked up. Yeah, yo, he talk like this now.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. He was originally from Texas, and he was that fucking album he did. That first album, I had that motherfucker. He was dope.
Bro, but have you heard, to be honest, I don't know, you probably don't listen to a lot of the newer guys, but the Mexican OT?
Dope. That motherfucker hard, bro. He hard.
To me.
Did he do that song with Bubba Sparks?
No, with, he might have, but he also did one with Paul Wall.
Paul Wall. Slap me, bro. That's who the fuck. I got the white rappers mixed up.
Yeah.
You mean the tune?
Bro. Bro. To me, honestly,
the way they spit on that shit was ridiculous. I gotta give it to him, dude. Nice.
And I think to me,
I wish I could find that. Let me try to see if I can find
that shit
real
is
quick.
so hard, and he has so many bars
right though. Here, if I play that, they gonna act weird and shit. So,
and then he'd be like, but he doesn't do it like Eminem does it. But he does it like that Houston, like that.
Shit was hard, bro.
And you're like, what are you saying?
When I saw that.
He's like, I'll be eating the booty. I'll be eating the like. I'm just like, how did you even just say booty? Well, like that doesn't make sense. Booty, but like I'm just like that.
I'll give y'all 50 feet one more time, y'all. One more time. I know you might not want to hear it again.
I want to. You're gonna hear that.
Run that back one
and
more
what was
time.
that one line you had on there that I tripped on? I'm gonna hear it again, bro, because you had that crazy line in there. I'm gonna hear it again. I'm gonna tell you.
My bad. I'm sorry. Got the ball here. 50 feet by me. OMD DexterDavis 300. Let's go. OG Live.
Pack it back, shorty. Get out the road. That's qualities that I console. I'm drinking. And the nigga just trying to smoke. I'm so mad, I'm about to choke. But no. I don't know abuse chicks. Even that one I love chick. You fucking ass tripping. Understand loose lips, fake shits, bitch. Look, I'm trying to fucking talk to you. Understand what we gotta fucking do. Oh, you over here tripping, lady. You been out here tripping lately. All I wanna do is just love on you. Lay you down, rub on you. Yeah. But you be acting crazy. I'm doing everything, you out here fucking lazy. I don't understand, I'm the fucking man. I be making motherfucking stacking grand. Yeah, then we be tripping though. I know one thing I can't take no more. Give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude.
There it is, that's what it was.
Give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude. Give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude. Yeah. Fuck the diamond rings and all the jewelry. Taking your car, yeah, it's coming back to me.
Yeah, give it back.
I know in Miami Beach, nah, you can forget that. Sell that shit. I'm trying to get my money back, cause you're a hard risk. And I don't want to do this fucking shit no more, for sure. I'm leaving you. Nah, bitch, you ain't my fucking boo. So back it up, girl. Get out of my world. You used to be my diamond, my shining pearl. But now your ass about to lose. Oh, by the way, leave them Prada shoes. Give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude.
Let's go.
Give me 50 feet, a little longitude and latitude. Bitch.
Go hard, bitch.
This song right here, this is the last song I'm gonna play from my little 4-song EP, which is out streaming everywhere on all platforms. It's called OG Vibes. And I'm going up. Yeah. Hey, I'm going up. Yeah. I'm going up. This shit is going up. I'm going up. Yeah. This shit is going up. Yeah. Call me my name. don't give a fuck. I'm trying to maintain. Yeah, I'm rolling Cadillacs on the strip. I'm rolling with some gangsters, don't trip. Yeah, all we trying to do, get some bad bitches, nigga, what we gon' do? Take them to the hotel, to the swimming pool. Damn, that bitch look so good, damn, she look cool. Yeah, rolling through your neighborhood, trying to crack a bad one up to no good. Damn, she look so fucking fine. We in a hotel room, I hit it from behind. Love the way I live my life. Got this fine ass bitches, nigga. I ain't hit it twice. I'm nice. Yeah, I'm OMD with it. Get your girlfriend out the way before I hit it. I'm going
Flying through the stratosphere. Everything calm. Ain't nothing happening. Trying to go through like a thunderstorm, like it's right here. I'm going trying to buy a silver vibe. Trying to do it on the slide. Trying to feel the vibe.
Is him?
like a mother.
Just lean it back. Lean it
Yo, had this girlfriend, she had a fucking pancake. That bitch is little ass, that shit was real fake. Had to fucking pass her up. I'm the type of nigga, no, I don't give a fuck. So look, seen you on the avenue. Saw your girlfriend, she was bad, gave you the fucking blues. You lose. I took her by a fucking hand. She know what it is, I am the fucking man. Yeah, OMD, that's my name. Trying to get the cash, nigga, trying to maintain. Don't trip, don't slip, I'm trying to do it, motherfucker, get the deal, hey. I may be your old one, but niggas still be out there trying to have fun. So look, everybody see me, nigga be on the street, you know what, I'm going up. Flying through the stratosphere, everything calm, ain't nothing happening here. Trying to roll through like a thunderstorm, like it's like I'm going. Trying to buy a seal light, trying to do it on the slide as I roll by.
That should go so hard.
Don't shoot that shit in your face.
They will. That will. I should already said.
Ain't nothing happening here.
That shit hit.
Trying to do it on the slide, trying to roll by.
That's 2 joints from my OG Vibe EP. I guess it was almost like a little intermission to the interview that we having right now. Thank y'all for being here once again.
That was fire. I like those.
I appreciate Chef Rob. I wish we had time. He was wanting to see if I could do this a little later because he might have had brought some food that he was gonna make. But I was like, no biggie. It's already said.
No, I'm gonna make.
We definitely have a part 2.
I think we can even do a weekly, something weekly, or
that would be fucking fire, bro.
I think you and me. I think our energy and we have a lot to talk about. Like
it's a lot of shit.
Yeah, we can talk for days, and I think we have a good energy together. So I think we can make it a.
You fuck around and become a part of this. I think we can make this. Media, man.
I think that'd be awesome.
Well, welcome my boy Rob.
We just came
to this Corner Store Medium family.
Look at that.
And I'm giving him a round of applause.
Let's go. There we are.
Send me the applause emoji on the live. Send me the applause emoji on the live. I think we find not only a partner in crime in this shit, but also a future correspondent with his own podcast on the Corner Store Podcast channel and involved with the Corner Store Podcast Media, which will be LLC within a matter of the next 2 months. We will have our LLC and we will be doing business as Corner Store Podcast, Corner Store Media, Corner Store Films, and also. I'm so high, I can't talk right now. Alsasaur. I did see an Alsasaur the other day. The fuck? Anyway.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
This is all happening, man.
I can see already. I can see merch.
A fucking show in Switzerland. What the fuck?
I can see.
We are live. We're at a resort in the Swiss Alps. That'd be crazy as fuck.
See, that's what I was saying. Like me and my girl, like we were eating. I think about it, a cheese fondue in the Alps, looking up this, and it's like paradise, bro. It's amazing.
Place.
And I take pride in it because I always mess with people because you know, I grew up out here in A1A, and all my friends were all every race. You know, it was never like a thing. I never looked. Oh, you know, I got a black friend or a white friend or a Mexican friend. It was just my friend, just my friend.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, so when what was that? See, you're right. I'm so high, I wasn't even getting to my point.
I lost my train of thought about 20 minutes ago.
But it's just so funny because you know, like it's sad that it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that a lot of people are in this country and are afraid. You know what I mean?
There's no doubt there's a damn shame.
It's a shame. And that's why I was so happy that my girl came to Switzerland and saw, because they're so accepting and we have so many different people. And like I said, like we have the most immigrants, and for some reason we have the lowest crime. So that says a lot. That says a lot.
It says a whole lot when you really think about it.
Right.
These countries, let's talk about that part. Europe, obviously per capita, Europe's countries basically make up what you would consider America's states.
Yes.
So, you know, like everybody knows Germany's the size of the state of Oregon.
Right.
And things of that nature. So it's a pretty big place, but it's not as big as the States.
No, it's not.
It's quite obvious. But when you go to these countries...
You down for one more? You want me to roll one more?
Oh, yeah. Man, please.
All right, cool.
The funny thing about being in Europe, I learned a lot about the differences between how the different governments work. There's not a problem. There's all the shit that you hear about socialism in the United States is bullshit.
Well, you know what?
Let me get this point out. Socialism, ain't nothing wrong with having a socialist government.
Right.
The reason why they shun it here in the United States is when you have a capitalist government, big business runs the country. Big business tells politicians, who in turn supposed to be working for the citizens, it tells them what to do. It disregards whatever the citizen. And if you notice, when big business fails, this government bails them out. Meaning they'll take your tax money and they'll invest it in business. They don't do that in Britain. They don't do that in Switzerland. It's socialist, free college, free healthcare,
everything,
free. Now
you break your leg and go to the hospital, it's free.
It's American economists will say, well, we can't do the same things that they do in a socialist government because of the size of America. That's another lie. America's money, if they didn't keep selling every bit of America away, America owes $370 trillion around the world to different countries. If our coffers could be full, if business wouldn't play with American people's money. The money that you're taxed goes into the coffers. Yeah. And it's supposed to come back around. Right. Fix infrastructure, all this different stuff. Bro, what it does is it gets diverted. It goes right to Wall Street and Madison Avenue.
Fix infrastructure, bro. I got a pothole that's been sitting over here for the last, 5 years,
You don't even want to talk about it.
I'm about to start filling up my own potholes.
You don't even want to see now. I'm talking federal. You don't even want to start talking about state governments. Do you think the state of Mississippi is helping its residents out?
Not at all. And that's what's sad.
They're so busy making fucking crooked deals with Brett Favre, where this nigga's getting $2-3 million of money that's supposed to be going to people that need food stamps and need subsidized housing. He's stealing the money.
What the fuck does Brett Favre need?
On the state level, dude, it's different.
Exactly.
It's even worse, is what I'm saying.
And depending on what state you go to, it's
California is like that. Everybody loved Gavin Newsom. I was stupid enough to vote for the nigga. Right. I'm gonna tell y'all right now on the Corner Store podcast. We listen to rap. We do all types of shit. What the heck what happened there?
I have no idea how that got all over there, but
let me tell you something.
Yeah, you was talking about Gavin Newsom.
Liberals, Republicans, conservatives, whatever you want to call them, all of them are full of shit. This government don't work for you. Never has, never will. What it does do is it works for the people that all the Congress
that it's made for. It's made for them.
You think senators are senators because they want to be in the federal government up there in Capitol Hill?
And also think about why the people had no input on how the government is made. It was made.
No. You know what your input is? The vote.
Well, but I'm talking about like years ago when the Constitution was signed, nobody had input on it besides a group of people. So you're telling me, and we're still following laws from that era?
And not only that, it's all a fucking trick, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking whoever was there,
nobody else seen it.
All the people signed the declaration.
They're like, thank God,
get the Bill of Rights and all this different stuff.
Yeah.
You know, as time goes on and as the fucking citizens change and color of the country changes, those bill rights and stuff have to change, not negatively. This shit's supposed to work for the people, by the people. But that's not how it works, because it's all about who has the most money.
Mm-hmm.
If you got money, you can buy you a senator. If you got money, you could buy you a congressman. They're not in Capitol Hill to make laws to help you. Just like the cops, when you see on the side of the fucking in LA, all the cops everywhere in the United States have a side of thing, a bullet point that they say on the side of their vehicle.
Protect and serve.
Ours here in Los Angeles for the LAPD is to protect and serve. But you have to ask yourself, who?
Because cops
are not here to protect. When a cop comes to your house for domestic disturbance, you ever notice how they be feeling like they're annoyed by being there? You know why? Because they're not supposed to really do those types of calls. They're there to protect property, and that's it. They're not there to protect people. They protect assets, buildings, big ass banks. That's why when, like, a perfect example in the fucking movie Die Hard, when the Nakatomi building got took over, what the fuck did they send to the Nakatomi building? Half the police force.
You know who police are? Are the kids that we used to go to school with, who grew up, who didn't get taught.
That's a whole nother thing.
I'm telling you. Those are the people who are police. They felt they didn't fit in. Now you know what? I'm tired.
And they got bullied. Like I said, that's a whole other thing. I know. We're not talking about the police.
I know.
We're talking about why they here. Police are now our modern day police, and guess what? This is gonna fuck you up because you're from Switzerland.
Yeah,
you didn't grow up here, and I guarantee you, if
I did.
Okay, well, you didn't grow up down south. Your light skin ass would have got fucked over down there.
Maybe
white town, they'd have been calling you. They look at your weird looking. They looking at nigga beard you got on there.
Honestly,
like you cut your hair. You wear those fitted caps like a nigger.
I probably get more trouble with the white people than with my own. I say my own people because
you're white. Yeah, you don't look white. You look like a bro.
Exactly. I'll probably
check it. I'm just saying that to be real because. The modern day police came from the slave patrol from back in the day.
Because that's what they were. That was what the police were.
Exactly. You know, you wasn't policing up no fucking plantation owner.
Not at all.
If one other white man killed another white man, they would investigate that to the fullest to make sure that shit really happened.
Make sure, exactly.
Sometimes they might even protect the person who killed that white man.
Right, because they like person. Yes, sir. It happens.
So that person wouldn't get lynched, and instead they'll lynch an innocent black person, so that person who really did the crime can live.
And you know, that's so true.
And it's modern day that way. It is, even though it might not be lynching, when that fucking Dylan, what's his name? Not Dylan Roof.
Dylan Roof.
Not him. Not him. There was another white boy up in Seattle that raped that girl right by the dumpster, and everybody witnessed him doing it, and they said they grabbed him. The fucking judge said he's too young to go to prison. Prison would hurt would destroy him, and he gave him 10 years probation.
Right. Look, the whole system is fucked up, and that's why in Switzerland what we do is
you know why that man didn't sentence him to jail? Because they kill pedophiles and rapists in jail. That's why. They knew sending him to jail was a death sentence.
Well, they could have fucking. I
guarantee you that dude's father is rich.
Right.
I guarantee you his father's rich. And he paid that judge.
Very sure.
But the only reason I'm saying that is that's this country.
But I do have to tell you though, there is a certain level to it of because I'm saying like. It's not every white person that they look at that says, "Oh, you're white, now you're good. We'll let you go." Because it's based upon I think a lot of different things, but the cops don't because I've had my own issues. I've had my own run-ins. I've had my own issues, And people always say, "Oh, you're white. You should be good." And I try to tell people like that doesn't.
Not the way you look.
Yeah, right. That's
be
what I'm
honest
saying.
with you.
That's
if you look like a white boy.
Yes, like if I came with like a button up, maybe, and a shaved beard and my hair to the side, that'd be different.
You let your hair grow and let it get straight.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And not cut it.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
It's a problem that I wear. Right.
And they throw a suit on too. That's why I be tripping off of you bum white people. The people that's one question I want to ask too. Why the fuck when white people become homeless, why you gotta go to the poor neighborhood? How come they won't let you stay where the whites is on the sidewalk?
Right.
I don't understand that. Why they always push y'all to the white people that they some cold motherfuckers? They'll say, "Look, okay, you gave up. You're white. You're supposed to make it. So you gave up. Go be over on the nigger side of town."
I'm dead.
That's what they do, though. That's what they're saying. They're saying if you poor and you homeless and you white, knowing you have all these advantages here, you deserve to be poor and living on the street in their side of the town.
Right. As speaking for a white person, I don't think white people nowadays. I don't think that is a thing anymore. Like we're brothers, brotherly white. We're white this and white.
I would agree with you that somewhat.
So
there's still a contingent of people out there.
Depend where you go. Yeah, depend where you go. But I like, for instance, like in my place, my apartments. I'm not looking. I'm more talking with everybody. It's not. I don't feel like
you don't choose to talk to just white.
But I don't feel like that's also a thing that I've been seeing, at least in LA, a lot anymore. That like a lot of white people click up or hang up or like, oh, we got to go to this bar because why? Because there's a lot of more white. You know what I mean? So I think things like that are changing. But bro, it's still just as bad. Like. And that's why I say in Switzerland, we instead of it being one president, we have 5 heads of state, and every year one person is the head of state, and then the next year it switches, right? And then it's the next person becomes the head of state. That way, you never have for too many one person running the show. You know, you keep switching, and I think that'd be a great way.
I think it's the best way.
Yeah, is having at least a group of 5 people to say, you know what, we switch them up every year. They help each other, they talk to each other, and that's how we do it. And it works good, bro. It works really good.
Hey, he said, let's just move the corner store to Switzerland. I just caught that.
On God, we might as well bring it, ship it, move it, and go. I'm telling you, bro, we would be happy.
You know what, man? At this point in my life, that shit might be something I really
on God.
Because the type of if I go there and the Swiss people embrace me like the way you're talking about,
yeah, they will.
And I open my little corner store, my corner store, clothing store there,
right?
And have all of this stuff. I've been dreaming about doing shit like
this.
If I was to be able to go there and retire and do that because of you,
you would have the opportunity.
I'd be indebted to you for that.
And see, you would have the opportunity to do that because they help you out. But like, for instance, me and my girl. So my girlfriend is black. We've been dating for 9 years. Here, we've never had any race issue. Like we get people like looking at us. But like, you know, so my mom say, oh, it's because you guys are so pretty. And I'm like, no, mom, trust me. It's not because we're so pretty. Trust me, or else we'd be in a movie by now. But I say, you know, we get looks and shit, but, you know, but never did we have issues. We had moved to Vegas. And I'm telling you, within the first day we get there, we put our stuff away. Or it was the second day we went to Planet Fitness. Some dude was riding by on his bike and out of nowhere I hear the N-word. And I turned around and I thought it was just to somebody else or something. And I found it was to my girl. And my girl never in her life had to deal with like racism. At least here in LA, like real racism. So and it got to her and it made her cry and it really affected me.
Oh, she from Switzerland too?
No, she's from here. She's from Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
shout out to Rob's girl. Shout out to you.
Yeah, she good people. And I was like, that's you know what? Up. I was like,
she had to deal with that. But that's a part of it.
And the fact that he made her cry. So you know what I did? I chased him down.
Oh yeah,
I found his ass. Yeah, I found him.
Was he some kind of homeless?
He was a homeless dude, and I found him in a dumpster. And I said, look, we can make it two ways. the hard way, which is
apologize to her, or I'm gonna sock the shit out.
you and me can handle it together. And I said, but go you and apologize to her. And then next thing you know, he pulls out a big knife. I'm telling you, this big. And then I'm like, okay, so like obviously I'm not that like ignorant, like we're gonna fight and he has a knife. Yeah. But I said I kept telling him, I said, just apologize and I'll let you go. So he walked past me with his shit. He did say sorry and then he left and I let him go.
That was cool.
But at least
that shit wasn't necessary.
Yeah, and I made him apologize, and like I could be an asshole and like beat the shit out of the guy.
That's one thing about people, man. When they desperate out there living on the street, they ain't got no fucking filter.
And they got no brain left.
They don't give a fuck. They just gonna do and say what they gonna do.
Exactly.
And they real feelings gonna come out because they living out there. Come on, man. You imagine when I was out there in Vegas, I'm chilling, smoking a cigar, sitting
120 degrees.
I'm like tripping. It's in the shade though, but I was outside. I'm like looking at all the fucking homeless walking around down there with no shirt on in that fucking city, and you ain't got nowhere to be.
It would be awful, bro.
I couldn't fucking.
If I was homeless, I would hike my way to goddamn. I don't know where.
I'm out of there. I'd go work at a liquor store and sweep up. Just to get enough money to get to LA.
Oh God! Or I will literally do what it takes, bro. Because like
that's
120 degrees, homeless. Hell no, bro. Like, and it's dirt. It's like Vegas is dirty. Like once you go off of the strip, it gets kind of dirty, like grimy. And I love Vegas, but like, and we lived there for 3 years. And shout out to Vegas. Like I think Vegas is dope. Vegas is a super cool place.
It can be in certain aspects. I can't live there though. I was thinking about moving there.
You can't. But I think it's definitely a dope place to meet people. The connections. I highly recommend if you're a young person trying to make connections, trying to meet people, trying to see people, and trying to build your way up.
You don't think you could get that here? The fucking economy here is so bad.
Well, here I think it's a lot more. Like for instance, you and me met, but our energies were good. Over here, I think a lot more people are almost self-centered. Shit. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, breaking news. This just happened right here. Check this out.
They're more self-centered here in LA. That's what I think. And I think it's more like
I will start right now with some breaking news. Did you feel it? Question many people are asking each other right now.
We must be high as hell. Check it out.
9:30 this morning, and it was in fact real. A 4.1 quake hitting in the greater Alton area. That's in the Sacramento County Delta.
Oh, that's
we did not feel it here in our studios in downtown Sacramento.
It's pretty crazy though.
In the Delta did. No damage right now has been reported, and we're going to give you a live look at the jet.
It's not necessarily like I think people here. It's more to each his own. You know what I mean? Like you like bro. You make it, I make it, we make it. All right, cool. And then if we're at the top together, then yeah, let's collab. But like, if you're just trying to make it, it's really hard for people to like put their ego to the side and their pride and help somebody out. In Vegas, I'm telling you, bro, the first day I moved there, people were willing to help me out learning DJing, fucking learning this, learning that. And they supported my cooking. And shit like that, you know, and so I think the people there are more supportive and more outgoing. People here are a little bit more, you know, into their own way.
Yeah, very, very much so here. Yeah. And a lot of people here don't try to tell you or put you up on game about nothing. If you know a motherfucker doing music showcase,
they'll
be like, yeah, man, what's up on some venues and how much? They'll always shine you.
Or here's his email. Here's his email.
It's like they'll always put it off and be like, go do that shit on your own.
Right.
That's how motherfuckers is.
That's what it is. It's go do it on your own, and and nobody's asking for you to do it for me.
Then you set the shit all up,
and then they're like
promoting and everything. Motherfuckers don't even want to come.
And first off, look at that.
That shit is ridiculous.
Thumper.
This is the latest. This is the latest news on what's going on in the Middle East, y'all.
This don't even do justice right here.
Oh, it's actually a live chat. Protests going on all over the place.
Rage is erupting across the Arab world.
Thousands of protesters converged on the U.S. Embassy in Beirut.
We're here to let the Arab people wake up.
In Turkey, demonstrators rushed the Israeli consulate in Istanbul. They're all reacting to what Palestinians call a massacre, that explosion at the Al-Ahli hospital in Gaza City.
I heard an almighty shriek, followed by a large explosion. Part of the ceiling of the operating room fell.
Bodies can be seen laying on the ground. Children among the victims. Hamas says it was an Israeli airstrike. Israel emphatically denies that. The military saying the deadly explosion was caused by a Palestinian rocket that misfired, launched not by Hamas, but another Palestinian.
Now, let me tell you something. This shit could get ugly.
Especially because we're so on Israel's side
Let me ask you a question. Did you know that Israel had nuclear weapons?
Yeah, I'm sure they had them. I'm sure they had them sneaky.
Nuclear weapons now can be put on the back of a fucking pickup truck.
And be shot up, bro.
And it'll be in the smallest nuclear weapon that could be shot off of a vehicle that small is at least 100 megatons.
So, but
meaning that's at least Hiroshima.
Hiroshima, yeah, for sure. But don't you think why? Okay, like
this shit could get ugly.
For instance, like let's just say Kim Jong and Putin and the guy from I forgot the Chinese, the head of the Chinese, Xi Jinping, whatever. They're so rich, right? Like let's just say they decide, okay, I'm nuking this, nuking that. And they wouldn't do that. Right, that's what I'm saying, because there's too much for them.
There's too much.
On
it don't make no sense. Look,
so do you think
nuclear weapons are a deterrent?
So do you think it would ever happen?
If any ever got shot off, it would only be to destroy a small area they know. Because look, after you blow that area up, you can't even go there no more.
You can't do anything.
You can't go there no more for 1,000 years. Because that's how long the fallout lasts. You can't go there no more. So if they shoot all the rockets all over the earth, it's going to make the world what? Uninhabitable. Now, don't think they ain't got no fucking inside of the earth dug kind of cities.
Oh, God.
They do. I know. God. Look, if you got nuclear weapons on either side, they have to have already thought of this shit.
They do. They have them.
You just not going to be able to go.
You know what? You will be interested by this. Switzerland has enough bunkers for the whole population.
Because why they did that? Why do you think they did that?
We're neutral. We're neutral, but they
know it's inevitable. The rest of the world is gonna be fucked.
God, but sure, that's why we should move to there. I'm telling you, bro, if this should go down,
we move to there, and I get wealthy, I'm building whatever mountain I could buy, because the Swiss government will let me have that area. I'm gonna get me a company to dig in that motherfucker, put a big ass door on the side of that mountain,
and see, they already got it. Like every person, every population can go in those, and you're safe. And they look
for how long though?
For years, bro. Like they got
my whatever my compound is that I'm gonna build, bro.
I know.
I don't have oxygen tanks down there. I don't want to breathe none of that air up there. I'm sealing it off, nigga. I'm putting rat traps down there because you know they gonna find their way down there. Rats are survivors. I'm catching them. I'm gonna have Oreos stacked up to the fucking ceiling in there.
And I told my girl, I said, when we get a property, I'm gonna be fucking digging a humongous underground something. And she's like, what? And I'm like, just watch. Yeah, she's like,
you got to realize that this shit is a possibility, dude.
I'm like, yeah.
These people will destroy this motherfucker just to spite it.
And I'd rather survive it and it's all fucked up and come out and be like, oh, that fuck. God damn.
I know I ain't gonna look. If nuclear bombs fall and I have to survive and I'm underground, I'm gonna probably die underground. You know why? I'm 57 years old. All that fallout out there, it's gonna take thousands of years for it to clean up.
I'm gonna walk out like,
never see a lot of that.
I'm gonna walk out like, what the fuck just happened, bro? Like, what do I do? You know, like, what do we get? What do we need?
How long have we been on, bro?
What you mean?
An hour and 40 minutes. Damn. I hope y'all been enjoying this episode. We've been chilling more than we ever chilled before.
Yes, sir.
I sure appreciate you coming,
Of
Chef
course,
Rob.
dog.
Next time, Rob's gonna be here.
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be
We're gonna
back.
have a recurring show with Chef
Yes,
Rob, and the
yes.
next time we're probably gonna have some of what he prepares for some of these people that he's worked for, and I'm gonna tear that shit up right here on camera.
We can
And
do a
we'll
lot,
have
bro.
another, you know what I'm saying? Before he goes, we want to thank him
Thank you so
for
much.
being here and for taking the time to come out. We know
appreciate
you're
it.
busy.
I
I know you got a lot of
appreciate
stuff to do and being, relationship and the whole shit.
But for you, I'll make the time. You're a good guy.
We can work it out.
You're an amazing guy, and
We got a recurring guest, y'all.
There we go. There we
since
go.
we do, guess what?
Let's get
We're
it.
gonna motherfucking take him down to the West LA
Let's do it.
studio and do an edited podcast with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go ahead and call my guys and get that set up.
Let's
And
do
we can
it.
probably maybe do that next week. How about that?
I'm so down. I'm down for that.
Let's do it. You
Let's
can
do
probably
it.
slide over here since you out here in the valley.
Yeah, and then we'll go
ride with me, and I'll
let's
take
do it.
over there. And it'll be at night too, by the way.
Perfect.
So it'll be about like 9-10 o'clock.
Perfect.
So you can slide
And
over.
I promise I'm gonna be on time. All right.
No problem. We love you. Hey, let's get to the part what we normally do when we roll up out of here.
Thank you for
We're
everything.
gonna roll
bro.
up out of here with one of my joints going, and this
And y'all see, we really be smoking.
blazing in this motherfucker. Light Slim. Shout out to Brooklyn, New York, for being here as usual. We
Thank you,
love
my
you,
people.
Brooklyn in the building. Shout out to all the people that came to this pod today that was on the live. Shout out to my nephew, Chris. Shout out to Light Slim, Brooklyn, New York, stand up. Shout out to my guests. Shout out to Mike, who was on here too. We smoking but never choking. Right here on the Corner Store Podcast. I will check you out, episode 79 in the books. And we out, y'all.
I'm trying to stack up the cheese from the floor to the ceiling.
That was dope,
Get that money feeling.
Every day, all time. In these Cali streets, I want to grind. Check out the shit I got.